So my base has been in dire need of an upgrade. I finished this base around day 2000, is when I finally completed this huge thing. For context, I finished this monument build around day 1000, and I spent the next 1000 days building that storage warehouse, this like haunted island thing, this jungle, and this island here. But then this was the main build that took the most time to complete. When I finished it, one of the main things I was just there was this storage and like little pet area for me to keep my dogs or my axolotls and stuff, or where Tim used to be. But then just recently, actually I think it was when I fixed up my hardcore world to get ready to film, I built this mob spawner. I built this mob farm. And then recently, like today I think, I worked a bunch on just making this place a whole lot better, because after I finished it, it was really empty and there was no really reason to be here except for the storage. But I really want to use this mega base for basically really everything that I might need. I built this giant sugarcane farm because I was really running low on that, but now we should be fine with that. And then I built a villager breeder, so I can have villagers whenever I need them inside the base. And then I finished this hallway that was like incomplete for, I think, what day is it now? It is day 2411. So yeah, like it was just left there for 400 days. But I finished that today. I had nowhere to put my armor stands or my armor in the chests because it was just overfilling, so I decided to put them here and made this like really cool walkthrough point. It looks a little bit empty, but I have an idea, I think, for what I want to do to fill like the emptiness right here at least. But here, this is where I want to put a giant villager trading hall. And I went into my mind palace and created a really cool design. It was actually on accident. I was trying to make a circle, but it actually turned out to be like a cool star looking thing. So that's what I'm doing now. So let's get to it. Okay, so I finished with the perimeter of this whole thing. So this is what it's gonna look like, just, you know, taller. So the main plan for this village trader is I'm gonna have three, I guess, halls for the villagers. This one in the middle is gonna be solely for librarians, so only librarians and the books that I might need. The one on the right is gonna be for villagers that are good for XP or emeralds, so ones that are easy to trade with. And the ones on the left side are just going to be for things that I might need, such as, I guess, like wool or just apples for farmers and stuff like that. Just some things that I might need. I might do something cool with the middle, but I don't know. We'll figure it out as it goes. But basically, I'm just going to keep on building this deep slate wall up until it matches the same height as this hall here. And then do the top with glass, maybe not all of it, but some of it, at least like in the middle. Yeah, so I need to go get some more deep slate, but also I'm currently in version 1.20.2, and Replay Mod hasn't updated to that version yet, so you might not be able to see some replay, you know, shots, but hopefully it'll be, you know, done before I'm done with this build, which it probably will be, because these kind of things take me forever to do. That is all my deep slate that I have in storage and in person. So now I gotta head back to my mine and get all that back so I can finish this wall and the floor. The floor is gonna be deep slate too, so it's gonna be a lot of deep slate. But luckily, I'll be able to find a bunch of diamonds because my diamond tower is looking really low ever since I had to use most of my diamonds for the diamond armor haul thing here. Okay, for you, it's been about, I don't know, maybe like a 30-second montage of us building this, but for me it's been like about 5 days. But this is it. This is the well, I say complete. It's a complete building, perhaps. But we still have all the traders to fill, or to fill these halls with. So I have a few villagers here. This whole hall is just gonna be librarians because I use librarians probably the most. Or at least they're the most important to me. Also, I don't know how rare this is, but one of these villagers, I can't find which one. I think it's this one. Yeah. So, I already had a mending villager. I think that one is the mending villager that I wanted to get it from. But this guy, this guy had Fortune 3, and I was like, oh well, I might as well get Fortune 3 in case I need some tools in the future. So I got Fortune 3, leveled him up. He ended up having mending, and I kept on leveling up. He has another mending. He's selling 2 mending books, and each for 1 emerald. That is insane. I have no idea what are like the stonks on that, how rare that is, but you are very important, sir. So here's what I'm working with to get the villagers here. I put a few things in the farm like area. One of those being is this bee farm. So I just got a bunch of bees, and none of them have honey, so you know that's great. It works nice, but basically the reason why honey blocks is because villagers can't jump out of a honey. Are you serious? Bruh. Believe it or not, that does happen more than you'd think. Anyway, so we have this tiny villager breeder. It's not the biggest, like it's not like the biggest one that you can build, but it's a nice simple one that is, you know, useful for this situation. Anyway, so if this guy would grow, I would show you what happens, but I don't know, I think one of them's gonna grow right now. Unless, like, I don't know, 3, 2, 1. Basically what happens is these guys grow up, I put them in a minecart, they get sent to this dude, they instantly are killed, and then they turn into a zombie villager. I cure them, then I send them on the way to be villagers, and that's where we are now. But one problem I am having right now is the beacons. So I was gonna do one big beacon in the middle, and then beacons on each like side over here. But the problem is there's a section right in the middle, right here somewhere, where neither beacons reach, and that's just, you know, irritating me. So I think to fix this problem is we're gonna put a beacon in each corner, and hopefully that'll reach all like most of this part. At least all the halls covered, and like some of the middle maybe. So we gotta do that. Alright, so it's been a couple hours, and we have the entire wall filled with librarians. Now, I was gonna fill this wall too, but I honestly found it difficult to, like, find enchantments that I needed all the way to the very end. Like, I was just kind of running out. I was like, eh. So I think these 3 or 2 less guys are just books, not necessarily for enchantment books. But on this side, I was thinking we could do like walls of chiseled bookshelves to keep the enchantment books in, with an enchantment table in the middle. So whenever I need to do enchanting, I can just always come here for anything that I really might need. There he is. Right, okay. Let's go make some chiseled bookshelves. Okay. Now, how do you make chiseled bookshelves? This? Oh, interesting. Okay, guess we need slabs. I want you back there in the back corner of this whole storage place. There's a bunch of enchantment books. I want you to get a shulker box or a couple and bring them all to the hall where the librarians are, okay? Okay. I don't know how many enchantment tables things or enchantment books can be put into each bookshelf, so we're gonna have to see that first, I guess. Oh my dude. Right. Basically, buddy old pal, we need to grab more wood. Ow. I just told you what you can help with. Rod. That's really all that has to be done. I mean, oak. Goodbye. Okay, so I thought of a cool design that we can do to add some texture. I think one thing that we could do is add a painting or something here. I don't have a painting on me. I kind of just thought of that just now. But like for instance, something that we could do is tear out. I can't believe these have to be so touched. Anywhere you can get oak blocks from anywhere. I don't care. We can add those on top, and then we can add, like, I don't know, a happy flower, so I don't lose my sanity while building this build. We'll do a lectern, shorter glass. We'll do a window. We'll do a lantern hanging up with a small painting next to it. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's gonna look really cool when it's all filled with books. So a few cool things that happened while I finished the villager trading hall was after all the trading, I had gotten to level 99, really. I thought, why not just go ahead and get to 100? So that's exactly what I did, and I got to level 100. You might also notice another change. I changed the texture or whatever the word is, of how the Totem of Undying looks. So now it's me. So now I can do some really cool editing if I want, or just let it sit there. But at least it takes up less screen space. So that's really what I care about. Before I present the final look of this whole trader hall, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.